Joining me now to discuss tomorrow's trial, Republican Congressman of Georgia, Jody Hice, also Congressman Barry Loudermilk from Georgia. Congressman, both of you, welcome to the program.
Great to be with you, Grant. Thanks.
Congressman Hice, I'm told that it's going to cost $483 million to keep that National Guard in place through March 15th, I believe it is, to protect the Capitol during the trial. I mean, what in the world's going on there?
Yeah, it's absolute craziness, Grant, and it really does make Washington, D.C. look like a war zone. It looks as though we've been occupied by the military. There's wires and gates and walls and razor wires all over the place, and this is not the symbol of freedom that America is known for. And meanwhile, as you brought up, right down the street, there is a violent left-wing fringe movement taking place in this country. Where are the Democrats decrying that? We were told all along that their violent movement was because of Trump. Well, now Trump is no longer in the White House. He's not tweeting, and yet the violence continues. Where is the outcry for Democrats to put this type of stuff to bed? It's there because there is a fringe left-wing violent movement in this country that must be addressed, and the Democrats refuse to do so.
Yeah, and they've got protection from the mainstream media on their side that didn't really want to report about what was going on a few blocks away, Congressman Loudermilk. The president's team, and I know you're close to the president's team, Congressman, has said tomorrow's trial is all about theater. But Congressman Loudermilk, everything the Democrats do, it seems like, has been about theater, from the National Guard and now this trial.
It is. I mean, it's totally unconstitutional. That's why the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court isn't even presiding, because this is unconstitutional. This is 100% about theater. I mean, as my friend Jody Hice was just saying, I mean, contrast what's going on. Biden wants to pull down the walls on our southern border to allow illegals into our nation, but he's putting up walls around the Capitol to keep American citizens out of their capital. I mean, this is absolutely insane. It's all about messaging. That show of force is to continue the narrative that Trump was a dangerous person, that he incited this riot. Let me tell you something. The impeachment in the House was a farce. It was a kangaroo court. There was no investigation. There was no committee hearings. They immediately said he's guilty. We're going to impeach him. Now, Senate, you go try. You can now try a private citizen. This is all theatrics.
Yeah. Well, you know, Senator Chuck Schumer came out. They say now they have the rules set for this. Unfortunately, the rules are whatever the Democrats want them to be. Let's listen to Senator Chuck Schumer. Roll it.
For the past few weeks, the political right has been searching for a safe harbor, a way to oppose the conviction of Donald Trump. But the truth is, no such safe harbor exists. Sweeping something as momentous as this under the rug brings no healing whatsoever. Let's be clear about that.
Let's be clear about this. Congressman Hice, I don't know how the two of you do it on a daily basis, having to hang out with the likes of Chuck Schumer and the rest of them, and you get that nonsense from them, Congressman Hice.
Yeah, it is total nonsense. Look, the Democrats have been, for months and months and months, I have pages and pages and pages of violent, extreme rhetoric coming from the left, and yet they are masters of accusing us and accusing President Trump of the very thing that they themselves are guilty of. They have been inciting riots. They have been sitting back, urging this type of behavior that took place even this weekend in Washington on. We've watched what happened in Portland and other cities, businesses burned, individuals assaulted, police targeted, and the Democrats sat back. They even urged it on, and yet now they're coming after Trump for asking for peaceful and patriotic individuals to go to the Capitol. Now, what's about to happen? I'll just tell you, they're kicking an ant bed. All the stuff that they have done, all the things that they have said, it's about to come to light. And the hypocrisy of the left and the Democrats in this country is about to be exposed for what it is.
Well, certainly the American people are starting to at least become that they're on to them. Congressman Loudermilk, the last word here, they need 17 Republican senators to flip on the president. It's never going to happen, which means this is a total waste of time, is it not?
It is a waste of time. And there's a lot of things we should be working on in Congress right now. But we're caught up in the theatrics. They just want to kick Donald Trump. They just want to embarrass conservatives. This is all about promoting a far-left socialist agenda. And just like you heard a few moments ago, oh, do not compare this to the riots that happened earlier in 2020. No, you shouldn't compare that, even though that there was a cost of $1 billion, 25 people died, 14,000 were injured, and 2,000 police injured. Oh, don't compare these two. They're totally different. Nonsense.
Yeah, of course they don't want to compare them. It absolutely is. Well, Congressman Jody Hice, thank you. Congressman Barry Loudermilk as well. Two gentlemen from Georgia. We always appreciate having both of you on the program. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Grant.